Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to explain and show you how to troubleshoot this very popular error that many people face, that is could not complete the command because the scratch disk is full. Now many of us, as we use Photoshop, we realize we get this error. Now the people who use it very often know how to troubleshoot it, but newcomers, the new freshers, beginners, they do not know how to do it. So let me discuss this today, and hopefully the troubleshoot points that I show you today help you in troubleshooting and clearing out this error in your computer. So basically, let me just explain to you what are the causes of this error. Now Photoshop, the scratch disk, it refers basically to a hard drive. So Photoshop uses this hard drive as a temporary swap space, basically a virtual memory, when your system doesn't have enough RAM to perform an operation. So say for example you have only one hard disk drive partition in your computer, so the scratch disk drive will be exactly the same drive where your operating system is installed. Now when that device runs, or when that drive runs out of space, it prevents Photoshop from working properly. For example, if Photoshop crashes in the middle of an editing session, this improper shutdown may leave a large temporary file on the scratch disk. So basically, Photoshop may not be able to reopen or may not be able to perform the task that you were doing. So let's troubleshoot the points today and see if we can sort out this error. So the first thing you need to do is to try to free up some disk space. So if your disk drive is full, try to clear up the disk space and open up at least 25 to 30% of space in the drive that you are working. Now, second thing you can do is to defragment your hard disk, which is very normal. Now, the third point what I recommend is to clear the Photoshop cache. And how do you do that? You go to Edit, Purge. You can purge all. It will purge your clipboard, it will purge your history, video cache and everything. And it should make it easier for Photoshop to function. Next thing you could do is to change the Photoshop's performance settings. You could go to Edit, Preferences, Performance. So here you could increase the memory usage. Now just remember that not to cross 80%, always leave it at 70-75%. If you cross 80% over here, your computer will get slow and Photoshop will not be able to perform properly. So try to play with whatever you have, and maximum 70%. I've kept it at 70%. So my available RAM is 14988 and I'm just using this much, which is good enough. So you try to modify that and you see if it works. Then the next thing you could do is to add additional scratch disk. How do you do that? It's over here, scratch disk. It's the same as Edit, Preferences, Scratch disk. I'm using 2 drives as a scratch disk. Now if you have more space, you could create one more partition and put E drive and use that also as a scratch disk. The more space Photoshop has to perform for scratch disk options, it can perform much better for that. So try to create a new hard drive partition and use Photoshop and make Photoshop use that drive as a hard scratch disk too. So try to change it and hopefully it works. You can add one more over here. The next option I would suggest is open up your C drive, and over here you type Photoshop temp and you search for temp files in your C drive. Normally these files would be stored in large numbers, and see the file size is quite big. I've just got 2 files, but each file is like 4.64 GB, 4.57 GB, which is huge. So it could take some time to find, so you just put Photoshop space temp and check your entire C drive and your D drive and whatever partition you have. Check all the drives, and whatever you get over here, you select them and you delete them. This also will help you to eradicate this error of scratch disk full error. Now it's not allowing because my Photoshop is open, so I'll just skip it for now and I will delete it later. But do not forget to delete it if you find it. So trying all these options for troubleshooting, I hope you can sort out this error of could not complete the command because the scratch disk is full. So please let me know in the comment section how it works for you, and if it doesn't work, I will definitely try to find out some other solution for you. So thank you, and please do subscribe to this channel for further updates and more tutorials. Thank you and take care.